welcome back to the channel, sports fans here. This is the Chance Bishop Show, and we have ourselves a brand new MLB The Show 26 Road to the Show here on the channel. It has been quite some time. I want to say it's been probably just about a year since we've had content on the channel. Now, I've had a hankering to create content, and I've missed it when I stepped away. And I enjoyed making content. I just didn't have the time anymore to make content. That's where I've been. Now, I find I have myself a little more free time in my day-to-day life. So, we're gonna come back here strong. We're gonna start a brand new series here in MLB The Show 26. It's gonna be a road to the show, as you guys can already tell. It's gonna be a little different from our previous road to the shows. Normally, we have been a power hitting first baseman, or a power hitting third baseman, or a really bad two-way player at one point, or I think in the show 25, I want to say, we were a center fielder? No, that content didn't even come out. I don't think that content ever came out. I created content for the show 25, but just kept falling behind all of my personal own set deadlines, and the content never came out, which is mind-boggling now that I'm thinking this out loud, that, yeah, it's been over a year since we've created content. I think our last show on YouTube was a Road to the Show 24 series featuring Chance Bishop. But of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the 6'6" behemoth out of New Jersey is back. Chance Bishop, whole new look, whole new feel. He's going to be a starting pitcher this time. And that's kind of what got me sold on creating content again, is that I've done the same thing every time. I have done the same first baseman, third baseman. I think I did a second baseman one year. And he more or less just turned into the first baseman, because with all of the upgrades and all of the attributes and all of the bats and the gloves, he was still had over 100 power, and he was still hitting like 40-50 bombs. I don't think it was as egregious as first baseman Chance Bishop. I think it was a little more respectable, where he only hit 40 home runs 2 or 3 times, opposed to 50 home runs by the All-Star break every year, and you're like, can you please stop that? Yeah, don't think it's that bad, honestly. But here we go. We are bringing back Chance Bishop. We struggle a little bit trying to find the perfect jersey number, because when you think of a pitcher, you want to think of a tough number, like a Roy Halladay, a Cliff Lee, even a Roy Oswalt. You don't want to think of your pitcher as a Joe Blanton, a Jamie Moyer, a Vance Worley, or a Jonathan Pettibone, even though Pettibone and Oswalt shared the same number. You always want to be the latter of the number. You don't want to be the former. You want to be the Oswalt. You don't want to be the Pettibone. You want to be the Cliff Lee, Roy Halladay. You don't want to be the A.J. Burnett of the jersey number. So, we spent a little bit. I think we did settle on 34 in the honor of the late Roy Halladay. A personal, one of my favorite pitchers all the time. I met Roy Halladay, I think 6 months before he passed, and yeah, so that's the thing why I went 34 right here. Just a little personal tribute here to one of my favorite pitchers of my childhood, Roy Halladay. And here we are. We're 4 minutes and we haven't really talked about this series. So what are we going to be doing for this series? Well, it's going to be 3 days a week series. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have a new episode for this series. And then hopefully maybe we can work some more other content in later, but we're not going to talk about that now. We are going to be focusing only on what we're currently making right now, and that is Chance Bishop. This is new right here, the hairstyle tip color. So I didn't realize that you can actually color your hair now, which I think that's actually really cool. That's one of the new features that I've noticed in this year's Road to the Show, is that we can do that. Facial hair here. Our guy's 18 years of age. He's not going to be a fully bearded man. He is... Gotta fix that face, though. He looks like he has a 9 to 5 right there. Those some of them wrinkles it gives you. But of course, the redhead, green-eyed Chance Bishop, that is who we've grown accustomed to here on the channel. You know, we try to make our player look as normal and as human as possible. You know, not trying to make him look like a sideshow character or something that belongs in a Tolkien horror or or Orwellian horror. You know, we try to make our guy look as human and as normal as possible here. You know, and of course, I don't have great eyes. So as I'm flipping through all of these, I see a lot of times where it's like, in the moment, really can't tell the difference. And even now, it's like I can see the slight differences, but a lot of these sliders, I can't see the difference. My eyes are awful. It's just, the kid's 18, he shouldn't have any wrinkles. You know, trying to make him, ooh, don't make him look like a liposuction man. There you go, give him some cheeks. He's allowed to have cheeks right there. So we're going on the equipment right here, just going to be some standard equipment. And as we get ready to wrap this episode up, it's episode 1 up. So next episode will be Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's going to start our high school career here. We're going to start the high school career for Chance Bishop as we look to progress here through hopefully a full career. You know, three episodes a week. That's a mighty tall order right here. But then again, I'm only doing 1 series right now, so it should be easier said than done, right? These episodes do take about an hour to record, and then an hour to edit, and then however long it does take to voiceover. So this one's going to take a little over 7 minutes, about 8 minutes to voiceover. But most episodes take about an hour, and then it's about two and a half hour process, I'd say, for most episodes. Plus, you know, whenever the editing software wants to crash, then that's a whole new thing. There you go, Roy Halladay. I actually had to go on Reddit for that one because I know a lot of the times, and I know they shifted over it more recently, but they've had like Veteran 1, Veteran 2, so I had to look up what Roy Halladay's pitching mechanic was to see if it was a veteran, only to find out that the show 26 just labels them Roy Halladay. But we are getting ready to start our career here, guys, so stay tuned for next episode as Chance Bishop, he hits the books, he gets ready for high school, and he's going to give some kids in algebra a really rough day at